first thing you do is, if you can't get on the same page with each other, break contact. That's the way you handle it. No contact, no conflict. And that's whether it's male, female, or males interacting with each other, females interacting with males, people interacting with people. That's all it is. Anybody. Concept of justice applies to every. First time, last time. That female should say, look, and you should get this understanding while everything is all nice and everybody's happy and everybody's laughing and hugging and kissing. And that's the time for the female to let that male know. While you're still hugging and kissing, all right, enjoying sex with each other. Everything is just fine. Everything is over the top rosy. All right, during that period, you don't wait. You let that male know. If he ever gets mad enough to strike you physically, the so-called relationship is permanently over.
When life switches to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switches to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Holding the Road. Mr. Great Fox and Big Bad Harold.
What's going on now?
Domestic violence. First time, last time. Neely Fuller Jr. You just heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Recently here, and in the community, as they call it. But especially we had one hit home. Double homicide.
New details have emerged as the Tallahassee Police Department is investigating a double homicide. This morning, 2 women and the suspect of the shooting are dead. The shooting happened on Mission Hills Road around 6 p.m. Sunday night. Officers say the 2 women were already dead and the suspect left the scene by the time they arrived at the apartment complex. Now, Tallahassee Police worked with the Alachua County Sheriff and Florida Highway Patrol to find the suspect. His car was driving on I-75 near Alachua County. According to a CSO, deputies stopped the car by blocking exit ramps and using stop sticks. Because officers could not make verbal or physical contact with the driver, a SWAT team arrived on scene. After approaching the vehicle, they found the driver inside dead as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, detectives are asking anyone with information about the situation to submit a tip. You can call the Tallahassee Police Department at the number on your screen. You can also, of course, remain anonymous by calling Big Bend Crime Stoppers.
Yeah.
And he took his own life. Domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know the intricate details about the situation or what happened or why it happened. All we do know is a horrible, horrible, horrible decision was made at the end.
Oh yeah.
This whole domestic violence piece, I've said it and I've had conversations with it, with people about it. We don't know how to run an effective campaign for something that's beneficial and that's constructive to the culture.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, we can run campaigns for all types of other foolishness that's playing out in the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That a lot of us have a problem with it because we know that it's non-constructive.
Oh yeah.
But we get into, a campaign that's beneficial, is non-existent.
Yeah.
Relationships, domestic violence, what's code? I mean, what is absolute code? That's a no-no. That when you see it, it is over.
Yeah. Do's and don'ts. What do you?
Now, we all have this old red flag system. That's the most popular thing here. Identifying red flags.
Yeah.
But see, some people think that red flag shit is cute. You know, they see a person that shows signs of violence in other places. Like, you know, you hear a lot of women say that they want a brother with some edge, a little bit of thug in him.
Yeah.
You know, but what happened when he's showing that you that thug?
Yeah.
In the house.
When he got that red beam on you.
This chicken is cold.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, a lot of them want to attack dogs and pit bulls that will attack on command.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when he just went crazy inside of the house?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
And to be fair, you know, you have some women out here, man, that's just as reckless as any male that you can ever see. Just as bad. So, you know, domestic violence is one of those things, man. It's just hard to combat, but there still needs to be some type of campaign to where, you know, we just speaking out on these things more and more. The way when you recognize signs, hey, look here, man, it is absolute code that you get yourself away from the situation, especially if you have children.
Yeah,
you need to get yourself away from it. You know, seeing signs of different traits in a person that just, hey, look here, man, I don't care how fine this person is. I don't care how good this person looks, you know, how well they provide, how well they are in bed. It is a no for me from here on out. And you got to be a deal breaker. There, man. It's got to be a deal breaker. It's got to be a deal breaker, man.
Yeah.
Some of this shit, you know, that you think cute, you know, in the beginning, that you see a person acting wild like old Thuggo in them, you know?
Yeah.
I often ask myself, how in the hell can somebody be laying down with that guy?
Yeah, food. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And proud. This dude is a maniac. And he might have 2-3 chicks.
Yeah, true. Ain't got a kid by all of them. It's
ain't got a kid by all of them.
It's just bad decisions, and that's for males and females. It's just don't heed the warning signs a lot of times. And like you said, it is sex, looks. Sometimes it's the other person got low self-esteem. Other times, you know, the person just, you know, say if it's for us as men, you know, you don't have no talk game. You don't earn a lot of money. So whoever gives you some of that pity cat, you know, when she give it to you, you know, you just, hey, you want to hold on to her. You don't want to let it go. No matter what she do. You want to hold on to it, and then you know that is a problem, because it leads to this right here, where a man loses his emotions in multiple cases. That's been going on last couple of years strongly, you know, especially in our community that's been advertised. That you lose your cool, you deep into your emotions, and a couple of these cats actually had some going for them. But you know, you killing your mother, your kids, you killing your kids, and then like a darn coward, you killing yourself.
31 Tulsa police on the scene of a triple homicide at the Wood Creek Apartments near I-244 in Garnett. Police say a man came to the apartment complex around 6:30 this morning, went into an apartment and started shooting. 3 adult women are dead. Police say the shooter also shot a baby who is now in critical condition. Police tell us they don't believe this was random, that everyone is somehow connected, but officers aren't releasing any more specifics than that about the relations. Police say they don't believe there's a threat to the public right now. Officers tell us they think the suspect turned him in to a local police station, and they're working on confirming that. They say they will keep this area of the apartment complex closed for a while as they look for any evidence the shooter may have left behind. So we have a crew at the scene. That crew is on the move, getting positioned. We'll have a live report coming up on News on 6 at 9 a.m.
So that's just too much. And as we thinking, me and you thinking, it had to be warning signs early. It had to be the way he grabbed the wrist, pulled her by the neck, choked the hitter. It was some type of violence before then. He ain't just snap out of nowhere. And we don't know the whole story. I don't care if it was, you know, cheating involved or any other stuff was going on. Just leave, man. Don't take your life. Don't take somebody else's life. It's too much going on. And not where these babies at. Now these babies that are left on this earth with this trauma that their mother and father has passed. They're gone. And the way that they're gone will be talked about forever, man.
I'm going to tell you some of the most dangerous situations out there, and some of the most dangerous men to have to deal with is these guys where the woman is the meal ticket.
True. Cause he'll kill you. He'll definitely kill you.
Ooh, man.
Oh yeah, he'll kill you. He gonna protect that.
Man.
He gonna protect that.
That's, you know, bringing a person in to your house, you know, you taking care of this person, and you all he got.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all go, what else he got to lose?
Nothing else. Yeah, he can't got nothing to live for.
I was having this conversation the other night. I'm like, look, if you need to have your own, you know, you need to have your own, I need to have my own. You know, I'm not finna move out of somewhere I stay to go, you know, basically shack up with you, and my name ain't on nothing. What sense that make?
Yeah, don't make sense. Not a good business.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if both of y'all own something, y'all need to get something. If y'all feel like y'all gonna take the relationship to the next step with both of y'all name on something, because that meal ticket guy with you his meal ticket. Yeah, that got dangerous, man.
Oh yeah, that's John Wick right there.
That got dangerous. Oh man, that got dangerous. Hell, man.
Yeah. Oh, you can't even look at her the wrong way.
But something else we have to understand is when you choose a partner, you bringing that person into your circle, right? Yeah. And if you bringing a maniac into the family, into your circle, you know, somebody that love you may have to deal with that person.
That's true.
Right? So you've heard it a million times, I'm sure. Oh, I'm going to get my so-and-so. I'm going to get my so-and-so.
Yep.
Don't do that.
No.
Ladies, the first phone call you need to make is to the authorities. Don't call
your brother, uncle.
Don't call your brother. Don't call your uncle. All that's, man, call the police first.
Yeah.
Go to your brother them house. Go to your daddy house. Go to what's name house when you need to get away. But the first phone call you need to make is the police.
And put paperwork on.
And not only that, see, your family member know that you're serious now.
Yes. Is that they can respect them more.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? She done called the police, you know, but you just coming over here, you know, you want me to do something. You want me to do what? This the third fight y'all done got in this week.
And y'all always get back together.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Always, man.
You know? And you ain't called, well, I don't want to call the police. He gonna lose his job. Damn his job.
You ain't serious. Hey, get out my house. You ain't serious. Get out of here, man. Yeah.
Dude, you got a black eye.
Yeah.
You know, and you worry about his job? Damn his job.
What about your life?
So many brothers, so many sisters done got, you know, they like to cut women up. You understand what I'm saying? I know plenty of women that's done got cut up, and brothers that's done got killed.
Yeah.
Behind somebody else's domestic violence. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Pow!
Gone. Yeah.
And the main one crying at his funeral, they got to hold up both arms. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody this?
That's in that situation, man. Any domestic violence to me, like I said, definitely they put their hands on you, you know, barking and getting loud and maybe grabbing you. That's enough too. To honestly, to me, they grab on you. You know what I'm saying? My sister called me her boyfriend or something, snatched her up, you know, yoked her around. Yeah, you might need to go and get away from me. You know, but if they really put their hands on you, yes, it's done. It has to be done, because that's a small step to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the fact that when you actually, after you done let him beat on you for so long and y'all done stayed together, you know, when you finally leave, you know what the next thing he gonna say? I'm gonna kill you. That's the next thing he gonna say. And then, and some guys are dead serious, as we see. But my thing would be the warning signs. I would say get away. If it's small stuff like grabbing, I'm on the edge to say just leave him alone. But y'all definitely need space. But if he hits you or she hits you, done. Done deal.
A fatal mistake, and we've mentioned this in a video before. You're in a heated argument, and a man is trying to leave.
Oh yeah,
trying to get out that door. and you go put yourself in front of that door.
Yeah.
Try to block his path.
Yeah.
That is deadly.
Super dangerous. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that needs to be some type of code. If a man leaving, y'all arguing, and he say, okay, well, I need to remove myself from this situation. Let that brother leave.
Yeah.
Let him leave. You know what I mean? Don't get in front of the door. Don't stop. Don't talk about his mama and all the other good stuff.
Yeah.
Let him leave.
That story recently happened like a year or so ago. A woman did that and she got killed. He just killed her. Wouldn't let him leave. He just killed her. Bad, man.
I think I remember something about that. Yeah, I think I remember something about that. But this domestic violence thing, man, you know, I know this ain't the best conversation about domestic violence.
It's not.
But there needs to be more conversations about domestic violence. There needs to be more code about relationships, about, you know, how we interact with each other. And like I say, what's just an absolute deal breaker? Recognizing the signs, you know. We need all of that. You know, we need all of that, man, because, you know,
it's a problem we shouldn't have, to be honest.
You'd hate to see this trend take off, and I've seen here recently a lot of it.
A lot,
you know?
yeah.
Much of it. You know,
it's serious enough for a campaign.
People committing these types of acts of violence on each other to where they just go all the way out. They go all the way out, man. Yeah. And I'm talking about all the way out. I mean, to the point the way you done something to everybody that's up in the house, and then you do something to yourself.
Yeah. And it's just it's the ripple effect. This is a problem we shouldn't have, because the ripple effect, like I said, those kids. Now, those kids, like I said, being at that age,
traumatized, man.
They're traumatized. And so is your sister, your mama, your cousin, whoever you was close to is traumatized by that. Now you have multiple lives affected, and it just branches out and branches out. So who is to say that little boy, that little girl don't have anger issues the rest of their life and branch it on to somebody else? You know, so it's just, we shouldn't have it, because you have the choice to leave. You know, we have to, that's what I said, we do have to have these conversations. You know, this ain't gonna be the best conversation, but the knowledge is what you need. The code is what we need. We need more than the G code. The G code need to be put in the dirt. That need to be done. More of these positive ones like we talking about now, that's what we need, man. We need something for longevity of life, you know, prosperity for all of us, and this is one of the steps that we need. We shouldn't even have this issue, man. It's so many women out there. It's so many men out there. Come on, man.
And if nothing more, just to bring awareness to, you know, domestic violence. You know, it is a serious situation that, you know, that shouldn't be taken lightly. You know, you up in a confined space with a person, and y'all up in there arguing, it's getting heated, and somebody go grab something. Yeah. You know, and the next thing you know, somebody done lost their life.
Yeah, you're on the news.
Over something extremely, you know, extremely petty. You know, most arguments start from something, I mean, extremely
small. Yeah, it's always something
and
small.
It just grow into something, but, you know, having the ability to agree to disagree, you know, just harboring things, keeping things held inside, you know, you hold, and you know, you're gonna save all of it up for the next argument.
It's
y'all get into, and then you're gonna break some stuff out from 6 months ago that piss you off, you know, and dump it all on a person at one time, and now y'all up in there raising hell about to burn the whole damn house down. And you
senseless, man, senseless.
I've been in those situations. You understand? There's some violent, like I say, there's some violent women out there too, man.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this just ain't no one-sided issue where it's all male. You have some women that's out there that's just, you know, straight.
Wildcats, man. Wildcats.
It's about how you handle the situation, you know? And like I say, if nothing more than to bring awareness to domestic violence and to spark a conversation about domestic violence. That's the whole purpose of this conversation, man.
Nothing wrong with talking about it.
Not saying that we have any answers to it, you know, but there needs to be a full-blown campaign about, you know, not only domestic violence, but things that we want to see and things that we need to change within the culture, because I've said it plenty of times before myself. Everything about our culture needs to be re-examined.
It does. It does.
Everything about our culture needs to be re-examined. Yeah. That's all I got for it, bro. You got anything else?
My biggest take from it, like we said, have the conversations, the uncomfortable conversations, the constructive conversations, because we don't choose to do those. Learn how to talk to each other, and really, one thing we don't do in our community, therapy. We don't think about even say your close family member that you feel like you can talk to, vent, let it out. You know, maybe they can give you this little tidbit of information to help open your horizon. Pray, meditate, do both. They're not the same. You know, pray to God. Then when you're not praying to God, sit there and relax and just think and see what's your pros and cons, whether it's relationships, whether it's your job, whatever. Take the time to decompress. There's a lot of stuff we don't do. You know, even just taking a guy out there and walking through nature, you know, your mind might hit something that might give you a release. You know, we just need to do a lot of other stuff besides sitting in front of the TV, listening to this trash music, poison your mind and soul, man. We got to do more, man. We got to open up, man. I just think that's just key to it, man. Have these good conversations.
Yeah. I agree, man. Well said. And it's another one of those things where, you know, you did it, you went through it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to go through it.
I do not want you to go through it.
And I'm telling you that person right there ain't no good for you. Yeah. And you need to get yourself away from that person. That person is going to wind up either hurting you or somebody that you love, fooling with this person. And
that's
for
true.
What?
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? And for what? That person right there is headed nowhere extremely fast. And you don't want to be nowhere around them when they meet their end.
When they crash, yeah, you do not. You do not.
Till next time, everybody. Y'all take care of yourself out there. What you got to say about it? Please drop a comment.
Talk to us.
And until then, till next time, y'all live right, play fair. I like
it.
The road, when life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge, or never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made a glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You should've put your hands up. I promise you the redder got them handcuffs. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education.